me show you.
What's up, y'all? We back at it. Black Clover has returned with chapters 374 through 376. We about to get right into it, man. Tabata! Hey, look, I'm amped because it's 3 months, man. It's been 3 damn months since we had a chapter of Black Clover. I'm gonna be amped, and y'all gonna like it. You better thumb up the video. You better thumb up the video. Yes, man. Let me tell you something. This battle was so amazing, man. It got me craving the return of the anime just because this is a high-speed battle. And if you know me, I love speed battles, man. Like, stuff where characters are moving super fast. And I could tell right now, when this get animated, it's going to be something crazy. I imagine it being an even better version of the Noel versus Vonica fight where they were fighting in that spear and they were moving fast and clashing. I imagine it being even better than that. But I also can imagine some of the animators being like, you want me to do what? Nah, fuck that, man. Hey, nigga, you can't even see this on a still frame. You telling me I gotta animate it? Nah, I quit. I'm not doing it. I'm clocking out. I could picture it going like that in the studio when they say, yo, we need these chapters animated. I could picture someone going through like, I'm not doing that shit. I don't care. I don't need this job, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys need me. I'm not doing this shit. I can imagine it going down like that. Not only that, Tabata in this chapter gave us things that, some of the things I knew I wanted and I was glad to get, and then there was some things that I didn't even know I wanted that we got. Like us seeing Yami fight side by side with his sister, amazing. It was something I wanted to happen, seeing them actually interact with one another, seeing how Yami still felt responsible for the things that she did and her actually feeling sorry for the things that he was forced to accept. I really loved that interaction between these two. And then what really stole the show is your boy Not, yo. He say one of the saddest lines. I want to say it might be the saddest line in all of Black Clover. I will have to sit down and really think. But as of right now, since it's fresh in my head, this is just a sad line. Him having Morgan coming up to him to attack him as he's falling down to the ground. And he says like, yo, I already killed my brother once. I can't kill him again. Man, I was amped all through this chapter. I got to that panel, that page. I was like, damn. That junk stole my buzz. I was like, you don't have to fight him, Not. Just lay there. Just lay there, react. Calm down. Just get yourself together. That's how I won't even mad at him no more for not participating. I understood where he was coming from. That line alone just had me like, damn, this is real. And then your boy Yami, like, I wasn't expecting Yami to say those words of encouragement to Not. I just figured Yami would be there fighting it out, like, yo, come on, let's get these guys. But the fact that Yami was able to say words to Not, to actually encourage him to fight on, to take on his brother, I really love that. In fact, your boy Yami was looking like Erwin from Attack on Titan in that bitch. Like, he had me about to march like, hey, listen, yo, he had me about to give me my katana. I was about to jump in the fight. That's how powerful the words Yami was saying, and I like that we actually got to see that from Yami in this chapter. It shows why he is the captain of the Black Bulls. You even have Ichika in this chapter talking to Not like, yo, I don't know who my brother is to you, but Asta told me that my brother inspired people to be the best versions of themselves. And it shows why Yami is the captain, because he did inspire his team to surpass their limits whenever they needed to. And yo, it was just beautiful. This was an amazing chapter. It was so good, man. Like, yo, before you know it, it was over. I'm like, damn, I just went through 3 chapters like that. Like, this shit was that engaging, just that good that I read it that fast and didn't even know it. Like, yo, man, look, Tabata, you cooked, man. Let me tell you something. Tabata, you cooked with this one. Now, this video probably is going to be long because I'm going to cover all 3 chapters in this one video. So I do apologize for the long video. I know some people prefer shorter videos, but this is probably going to be 3 real long videos. It's 3 chapters, you know what I'm saying? Also, I heard it's rumors right now. It isn't officially confirmed. I heard the next chapters we get will be in January. That's not too far from now. Was that like a month and a half? If that is the case, hey, look, that's a shorter break than what we usually get when it comes to these, chapter break, in between chapters. So, once it's officially confirmed, I will be making a separate video on it, but I don't want to make a video for it and it turns out not to be true. But that's just what I'm hearing from some of my sources. You guys probably heard it as well. You probably got the same sources. Yeah, it just says January should be when we get the next chapter. But we about to get into this. Make sure you thumb it up. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications, man. Let's get it. We got this color page. We got the leaves falling. This is a beautiful color page. Like I said, since he went to Jump Giga, this is my favorite page. The other ones we got was the one with let me pull out my phone. We got the one with the water, which was the last set of chapters we got. Let me see what else we got real quick. Let me pull it up on my phone because I took a picture of all of them. My bad. I should have had this prepared and ready. And you know what I'm saying? That's my fault, man. That's my fault. All right, yeah, here we go. So yeah, we got the last one we got was all of them underwater for the Noel set of chapters. The one before that was all of them at the casino. And then the one after that, the very first one we got was Asta and back to back. You got Lucius in the background. You got everyone who's involved in this current battle that's taking place. And I will say, this is probably my favorite, followed by the first one we got with Asta and and everyone else in the background. Then I would probably go with the underwater, the casino. Nah, I'd probably put the casino first, and then the underwater would be last. So yeah, that's the order I would do. Let me know down below your order of these pictures we've gotten for each set of chapters. Like I said, it's 4 pictures. Let me know down below. But yeah, man, this right here, I don't know why. I just like the stance where all of them are just looking in different directions, and you got the leaves falling, and since it's like representing fall and winter, it just has that tone, like that. You know that tone you get for winter and fall. It has that tone, and I really rock with it. It's crazy because everyone looks serious in this picture, but if you look at Morgan in the corner over there, he's got a smile on his face. Granted, he's always smiled when they showed him, but just the fact that he has a smile, I think that's hilarious as hell. But yo, the chapter starts off where you got your girl Ichika as well as Not. They're arriving to the battlefield. They see how messed up Yami is. You got your Morgan looking at his brother like, "You're here, brother." Hey, look, somebody gonna be like, "Why'd you change your voice?" I just imagine him talking, "Brother, you're here." I just imagine him saying it. And you got Not seeing Morgan for the very first time since his death. And I can imagine like all that like despair and sorrow that your boy Not was holding inside. I can imagine all of that rushing out. You can see it in his face. Like he has that look on his face like, "Yo, damn, my brother's here. The man I killed. His death was because of me." So I can only imagine what Not is going through in his head. You got it where Ichika instantly looks at her brother. She sees how badly wounded he is, and you can see the concern in her face, even though they've been separated for this long, and even though she's hated him this whole time until she found out the truth. You can see that. You know what I'm saying? It still didn't stop her from loving her brother, because feelings don't return that quickly. That means that love she had for her brother was always there. She was just suppressing it with her anger and hatred. More so, I feel like it's because she felt abandoned. Not necessarily because what he did to the clan, just the fact that he left her. That's probably where her anger was truly coming from. That's just my opinions. I could be wrong, but you have it where a Lucius clone appears and it says like, "Yo, those that's cloaked in anti-magic may pose a problem. As a former great deer, let's take them on together." And you see both of them teaming up. Love to see it. Love to see it. Now, the thing is, we haven't seen Ichika cloaked with anti-magic, only Not in the rest of the Black Bull members. So I'm very curious if she's going to get it at some point in the story. But of course, you got it where Not realizes that he has to face a paladin in the Lucius clones. It's crazy that he says a paladin, and he's not even calling it his brother Morgan. But he does a monozone, dark prison, hunting ground, and man, I don't know why. The hands, the shadow hands coming up and grabbing people, I just always like attacks like that, not just in this series, but like when what was the dude named Shikamaru did it. You Full Metal Alchemist did. Like there's a lot of series that just have like the black figure hands, not necessarily the same power attributes, but just the whole shadow hands grabbing somebody. I just always thought it was dope, and you see it just going and surrounding the Lucius clone as well as Morgan. I'm looking like, yo, damn. But the Lucius clone, look at this smirk on this guy's face. Look at this prick. He's not. Damn, I said prick. That's crazy. But yo, look at this guy, man. Look at the way he's just like, he's grinning as he's being wrapped up. And he tells, Ichika like, "Yo, I'll keep them busy. Just go tend to Yami. Do something about Yami." And you just see Yami's like, damn, this is not good. You see that he's on the verge of death, and he's thinking to himself like, yo, I'm even hallucinating my own sister right now. And then he says, wait, this key, because he's able to sense the key of his sister. It's crazy to think that he hasn't been to the land of the rising sun son in so long, but he remembers the key of his sister so well. That shows the type of bond he has with his sister. And I love the fact that Tabata took the time out to add these small details that the average person would overlook. Not saying I'm above average, I'm below, but just, you know what I'm saying, the fact that he added this little detail that we can catch on to see their actual bond. But you have it where Ichika grabs him, she's saying, brother, like, yo, snap out of it, Yami. And then Yami's kind of looking at her with a daze, and he was like, yo, how are you in the land of the Clover? She goes to say, yo, I was able to travel here from the land of the rising sun thanks to the Black Bull's magic. And you have this moment where Yami gives thanks to the Black Bulls, and Yami has done it a few times, but it's not something we see too often. So each time we do get to see it, it's always a nice treat when your boy Yami acknowledges the Black Bull. I mean, he already knows they're great people, but he doesn't always say it. It's only on the certain circumstances that he does say it. And he was like, yo, so the kid was alive after all, referring to Asta. You see that right there? He has a little relief in the speech pattern. And he says, those idiots did a good work. And I just like it. And then you have this moment where he's just happy that the Black Bulls and Asta are alive. And you have it where she cuts him off and says, like, yo, brother, I'm sorry. That powerful, man. All right, so you have it where Ichigo goes to say, you only killed father after he went insane. So if I'm reading this correctly, Yami was the one who killed the father. He didn't kill the clan, but he took out the father, and that's because the father went insane after popping that pill. That's crazy. Maybe that's something I missed or forgotten. I didn't know it was Yami who did that. I know they showed him holding the bloody sword. I was just thinking he picked it up. Yo, Yami was the one who killed the father. Like, yo, was this something we got before? I'm gonna have to go back and read the other chapters. And then you have it where Ichigo goes to say, I was the one who massacred the clan. You took the blame and left our homeland. So, man, but even still, the fact that Ichika has so much power that she was able to kill the whole clan. Now, the father went insane from taking this pill, but I'm curious if everyone else took the pills, or was it just the father and the daughter? I'm very curious. And then you got it where she goes to say, you were my benefactor and I knew nothing. I resented you. I'm truly sorry. I am. And this is just such a powerful moment. You see the tears in her eyes that she realized she lived her whole life based on a lie. She hated someone that she should have never hated. Deep down, she still cared for him because she knew that was her brother, but she was hating him because that's what she felt like she had to do. And then you have it where Yami says, no need for that. I asked Ryo to help me out. And you see a little flashback of when Yami's, leaving to travel to the Clover Kingdom. Well, I'm guessing he's not knowing he's going to the Clover Kingdom, but he leaves his homeland. And then you got Ryu saying, like, yo, take care of Yami. And of course, Yami's replying back, don't worry about me. I may be leaving, but I'm going to get ridiculously tough and then live the life that I want. Then you also have him saying, like, yo, when you become Shogun, I'll come back and pay you a visit. And then you got Ryu saying, like, yeah, we'll be waiting for you, me and Ichika both. And I don't know, I like this moment, man. Ryu just really comes off as a really dope character. And it's crazy to think, like, when the series first started, I thought he had some kind of ill intent. So it was, something sneaky about his character, but he's really just a straight up good person. And I see why all the, the Ryuzen follow him. I mean, I can't be the only one who thought something was up with him and maybe he would turn out to be an enemy at some point in time. I can't be the only one who thought that. But you have it where Ichika actually has the pill, the demon soul pill that was given to her to give to Yami, and she's like wondering why Ryu gave this to her to give to Yami. It's like, yo, the last time someone took this was her, and she massacred the whole clan. When someone takes this drug, they lose control and just hurt everybody in their path. You have it where Yami says, oh, I see. You mean I can handle it now? And I'm guessing Ryu was observing Yami, everything that Yami was going through, and he realized Yami was strong enough to handle this pill. But I wonder how strong Yami is now compared to how strong his father was when his father took the pill and was taken out. I'm very curious what's the difference in their strength. I mean, Yami has constantly been surpassing his limits, and he was said to be very, promising and very, very prone to dark magic. So I'm very curious how much stronger, how much different in strength him and his father is. But you have it where Yami takes the pill and he's like, yo, I won't let it consume me. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't quite work the way father says. It boosts your impulse. It doesn't just boost your impulse to kill. Your physical abilities go berserk and you lose your mind. No one in the Yami clan has ever been able to control this. And you see instantly, as soon as he takes the pill, you have all this dark magic just swirling around Yami's body. And you got it where Ichika is saying like, yo, your magic is rising explosively and boosting his power to heal. So it's honestly giving him the ability to heal his wound. Now, with this being said, Yami is about to go through a transformation. So the transformation he's about to take is only due to the pills. I'm curious if that's how Ichika looked when she took the pill back in the day, or is it that Yami's body is different, as it was stated after the Spade arc that his body was different when, you know, the ritual was performed on him to bring back Lucifero. So I'm very curious about that. And this isn't a permanent transformation, or at least I don't think it's a permanent transformation. I think it's a temporary boost, because if that was the case, Ichika would still have that, you know what I'm saying, that form as well. So this is a temporary transformation, but it doesn't mean that Yami won't get another transformation at some point in the story. You got to think he can always get infused by anti-magic by Asta and get a transformation that way, as well as we don't know what's going to happen with his body as far as what happened, what took place with him in the ritual in the Spade Kingdom. We don't know about that yet, so we just going to have to wait it out. But you know what I'm saying, you got it where Yami's like thinking to himself, what would happen if I managed to stay the same? You got a Lucius clone coming out of the barrier of where Not and Morgan is fighting, and it goes to attack Ichika. She manages to dodge the attack. I said this in my spoiler video. The fact that she dodged this attack without using any magic attribute, any magic power, it just shows how skilled she is, you know what I'm saying, as a warrior. I was about to say magic knight, but you know, it just shows how skilled she is. And you got it where, you know, this Lucius clone is about to attack her. Like I said, the hand comes up and grab her head, and I just felt like this was just such a special moment, especially given the words that were said just a few pages ago. But you got it where Yami says like, yo, back then all I can do was shoulder your guilt. And then you just got this design. I love this design. He got the black X on the chest, the little bit of darkness coming out of his hands, his arms. You see him got the bull horns, the three white color pieces of hair, while the rest of the hair remained black. The little lines coming down the face, the marks around the eyes, the little ball. I was about to say balls, paws, but the beads around the neck. Like that shit just, I don't know, man. That shit look goated to me. If you ask me, this shit look goated as hell. But you got it where Yami pops up and he instantly slashes through Lucius, and he's like, this time I'm protecting you. You got Ichika looking at him like, big brother. I don't know why this was a precious moment, man. Maybe because she hated him for so long, and to see her actually like acknowledge and just call him big brother, because all the other times she was just calling him brother, but this point in the story she calls him big brother. Man, I don't know, I just thought it was an amazing moment. And then just looking at the Lucius panel where you see he got slashed through the horn, the little piece that's in the background behind his back is slashed up. Like, yo, I thought it was a great moment. I really did, man. But we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna go into the next chapter, 375. So this part shows a few minutes earlier when you have your boy Not facing off against Morgan, as well as this Lucius clone. Let me slide it up a little bit for you guys. All right. And then you have it where, my bad. You have it where Morgan is looking at his brother, and you know he's realizing, Not's looking at his brother, and he's realizing that his brother has dark magic as well as the power of the paladin and his light magic as well. And then you got it where your boy Not is realizing that, yeah, this is the same power of the devil that killed his family. And man, this gotta hurt me. This makes it so much worse. Like, it's one thing that your brother died in this incident, like that's bad in itself, but then you're telling me he's possessed by the devil that killed him. Damn. And then you got it with Not thinking to himself like, yo, the one who's controlling him is that devil. He says like, yo, that's no longer Morgan. I'll defeat him right along with the Lucius clone. And the fact that your boy Not is just like willing to go all out against both of these guys, he's not showing no fear. I was kind of like, yo, damn. Not is that dude, yo. He's definitely that dude. He says, I will take them down even if it kills me. And then you see him do a devil union with 3 of his devils, and this design just looks so crazy, man. Where you got the shadow with the claws in the background, then you just got him wearing the armor. Like, yo, it's a character he looks like with this armor from a series. I can't quite put my name on it. If I'm not mistaken, the color of that armor was purple in that series. I'm trying to, watch it come to me after I upload the video. But it's a person he looks like with this armor on. But I'm not gonna lie, this design is so damn sick, yo. This design, I wonder if that's gonna be purple or gray far as like the armor pieces. This, and then you got his face hidden in the mask, in the mouth of the beast. Oh my gosh, that you cannot, yo, Tabata, when he makes a design, man, this, yo, he be cooking, man. This shit is golden. Like, this shit is crazy. But you got this this big scale battle where these guys are moving fast and attacking one another. Like I said, man, look at the design right here. Look at the design on the screen right here. And you got it where, you know, he's facing off against Morgan and this Lucius clone. He's dodging their light attacks. At the same time, they're surrounded by the darkness of your boy Not. This looks amazing. And this is the stuff that's really shows how crazy this battle is, because it's not only a physical battle, it's a mental battle, and Morgan knows that. He's trying to use it to his advantage by saying, like, brother, you look like you're hurting, you know what I'm saying? You still blame yourself, don't you? And then he says the lines, I'll set you free. Like, come on, that's cold as hell. Then it jumps back to present day where you have Yami slashing through that clone of Lucius. At some point, that clone got out of, you know what I'm saying, out of the darkness and came to, you know, attack Ichika and Yami. And then you got it where this clone starts talking to Yami. He says, like, yo, you know, who would have thought you'll still have this kind of strength? That's incredible, Yami. And of course, Yami's getting pissed. He's like, yo, shut up, yo, quit talking to me with Julia's face. And then you got the the Lucius clone, like, laughing and say, ha ha ha, still, you and I may be strong, but Morgan is stronger than both of us. And you have it where it's confirmed right here that Morgan is stronger than the Lucius clones. I know a lot of people were you know, trying to figure out why, you know, Yami had so much ease facing off against this clone, but had so much trouble facing off against Morgan. And it's stated right here that Morgan is stronger than the clones, which I can imagine that the real Lucius is even stronger than Morgan. I can't see why he would have his clones be, you know what I'm saying, be the same strength as his clones. That's just my thoughts on it. But next thing you know, you have it where Not is falling out of his darkness, and you got Morgan in front of him smiling. You got it where Ichika is looking at Not as he falls towards the ground. She says, like, yo, the vice captain had Asta's anti-magic and he still lost this easily. I kind of feel like that was an insult and a shot thrown towards your boy Not, but I don't know, man. I feel like that was a shot like, yo, damn, this dude had the anti-magic, he lost? Garbage. I feel like that's what she was doing, but you know, at the same time, I could be wrong. You got it where Yami's looking from afar and you can see a better look of his design. That shit just looks so goated. He was like, damn, that guy. And he's probably referring to Morgan and how powerful Morgan is. But this pose right here with, you know what I'm saying, Not falling from the ground, I don't know why, but when I seen this panel right here of him falling, it made me think of Bleach. It's the song, the OST that they be playing, like they play when Aizen defeated all the captains. If y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. But that's the song that popped in my head as he was falling. And you got it where Not is thinking to himself, as a magic knight of the Clover Kingdom, as the vice captain of the Black Bulls, I must defeat Morgan. I know that, but. And then that's when he says this sad ass line, I've already killed my brother once. I can't kill him again. Then you see the tears coming out his eyes. And when he's looking at his brother, he doesn't see him in his paladin form. He sees him in his true self, as his true self. And it's just like, damn, this was crazy. And then Not thinking to himself, I thought my tears had run dry back then. And then, of course, you got Morgan saying to him, brother, let's start over again together, saying, like, we'll have you reborn in this world by Lucius' power. That's pretty much what he's implying. And he goes to attack Not with his light magic. Next thing you know, Yami jumps in the way and knocks that shit out the way. And I'm like, God damn, no, let me tell you something, boy. Let me tell you. Boy, he knocks the light out the way. And you got, like, Morgan looking like, Yami? He defeated the Lucius clone that fast? Like, he's impressed. Like, yo, this ain't the same dude I was just fighting. Come on. And the crazy thing is he managed to block that attack, and I imagine that's the same type of attack that he used to kill your boy Jack. I imagine that was the same type of attack, but you got it where he lands there in front of Not, and this panel looks so cold. Yami's like, yo, does it look like it's a time for you to cry, you rich kid user? I mean, Yami talking trash right now. And then you got it where he goes to say Morgan's already, but Not cuts him off and says, I know. He was going to say he's already dead. He's like, I know that, but. And then Yami's like, yo, are you planning to let Morgan kill people? He lived to save them. He was basically good incarnated. And I get what Yami is saying. If you allow this guy to remain here, if you allow him to kill somebody, it would tarnish the name of your brother. You can't allow him to harm anyone, because if you do, he wouldn't be, he wouldn't be the brother that you knew. He would be something new, a killer. And I get that, but he already killed Jack. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? But you got what Yami says, like, yo, he's dead. Morgan is dead. You chose to shoulder that sin for the rest of your life. Remember, you got to be the one to stop him. And man, just seeing Yami say these words of encouragement towards Not, then you see that Yami's getting a little frustrated. He was like, man, you're pathetic. All freaked out because you're by yourself. And he goes to say, so here I am. We'll fight together. And I love this panel. But you see that Morgan's like, yo, I'm not going to give these guys time to regroup. He instantly goes in for the attack. Of course, you got Ichika yelling, brother. I don't know why. Every time she does that, it just sounds dope. And then you got your boy Yami saying like, yo, the one that makes me sick here is Lucius, doing all this crap while he's wearing Julia's face. And now he's even desecrating the dead. And then you got them clashing swords. Oh my gosh, this panel looks dope. Where he's like, yo, Morgan, there's no way I could forget you. But one thing I can do for you here while that scumbag's using you is put you down so you can rest in peace. Your boy Yami cold this shit, man. Look at the way Tabata is drawing him in these panels. Like, this dude really looks like a devil. In fact, he kind of remind me of Hellboy, like, and the way he looks in some of these panels, he reminds me of Hellboy. I mean, just the design, like when they do scenes like this one, right? I'm pointing, like I can see where my hand's pointing. I gotta use the mouse, but like this last panel right here in the left corner, right here. Well, yeah, my left, but I don't, it might be y'all, right? It is what it is. But anyway, this panel right here where you got him sitting here, it just really remind me of the first Hellboy movie when they used to show the flashbacks of what he was meant to do in his life. That's what it kind of looks like. Now, and as Yami is facing off against Morgan, you see the black moon forming behind him, and it looks dope as hell. We got to go to the next chapter, the final chapter, 376. Man, how long is this? Oh, man, it's already 27 minutes. My apologies. All right, so let me go back to the beginning. My fault for kind of showing y'all everything that happened. But yeah, the chapter starts off where you have Not reflecting to himself, and I never even knew Not thought like this. Like, it just made me feel even sadder for his character. But he says like, yo, I've always had the same dream. I joined the Greydeers too. Yami and I would fight over Morgan, and Morgan just smiles the way he always does. And this panel right here is just so sad, man. And then you have it where pretty much he says, when I wake up, despair. So every time he has this dream, every night he has this dream, but when you wake up, it's despair because he realizes his brother is no longer here. That, man, yo, that's some sad ass. You can't say that shit ain't sad. That's sad as hell. And then you got it where your boy Morgan is talking to Yami, and he says like, yo, Master Lucius is no scumbag, Yami. He is the savior who will bring true peace to this world. And of course, Yami gets upset. He ends up doing a dark cloak dimension slash towards Morgan, and of course Morgan absorbs it with his magic. And he says like, yo, he granted me absolute magic in this power. And of course, anything that Yami sends in his direction is absorbed and swallowed by the darkness. And Yami knows that because Yami himself uses dark magic. So it's almost like a bigger version of the move that Yami used when he absorbed the whip from Lit. I can't think of the name of it, but it's like you know what it is, where Yami absorbs any attack that comes towards him. And then you got it where Morgan goes to say, my own magic is like light and dark using magic creation. And it's just crazy as hell. You got them colliding, and with him combining these two magics, he's able to make these stars that's able to attack, very similar to what Yuno does with his star magic. So I'm very curious how his the beams of light he's making with his stars would go against Yuno's beams of lights of stars. I'm very curious about that. But you got it where Morgan goes to say, I will clear the way to this ideal world. And all these blasts are going towards Yami. Yami is trying to block and deflect them as they come. And if it wasn't for Yami Black Moon, he would have got hit from these lights. But his Black Moon is actually diverting the path of the lights. And you got it where Morgan says like, yo, how much longer can you hold on? Yami goes to make the statement that Morgan's even stronger than the Lucius clones. Like, yo, another moment where they show how powerful Morgan is. He is the strongest paladin, at least as of right now. We don't know if another paladin may show up at some point in time. It's very possible, but as of right now, he is the strongest person on this battlefield. And it's crazy. Your boy Jack never stood a chance. Your boy Jack never stood a chance. Then you have Not looking from afar. He's looking at Morgan and Yami clash. Next thing you know, Ichika walks up and she says, I don't know much about your relationship to my brother, but from what Asta told me, after brother defended me and was driven driven away from our homeland, even in a foreign land he knew nothing about, he inspired all sorts of people. I almost made my brother shoulder everything by himself again. And then you got it where she says, I can't possibly just stand by and watch. You see her armor coming on her, forming on her body. This joke looks dope, as if I was some tragic princess. Then you go jump back to Yami facing off against Morgan. You see him dodging all the beams of light. This shit look goat. Like I said, when this shit get animated, it's going to be crazy. You see him defending all the light, and then at the same time, he's got to block off Morgan as Morgan goes into attack. This shit is crazy. And then you got it where he's saying like, yo, he's too damn fast. Of course, Morgan's like, it's over, Yami. I'm sorry, I'm getting into this shit as it goes on. Next thing you know, you got it where Ichika jumps in and she uses her black star magic spell. She got the orbs around her, and these orbs are deflecting the beams of light, just like Yami's dark moon. And it's crazy as hell. And she says to Yami one of the coldest lines she's ever said. Her coldest line, not the coldest line in the series, but her coldest line. I didn't come to be protected. I'm here to help. I'll fight along your side, brother. And then Yami looks at her like, you're all grown up. I don't know why. I just love that. You got it where Yami shouts out, we may not look alike, but our magic sure do. Dark combo spell. Black heavens. This shit looks so goated. And you got both of them standing there in the darkness. Oh my gosh, that shit look dope as hell. And you just got the dark moon and all the dark stars around it. This, yo, Tabata cooked with this, man. Tabata cooked. Next thing you know, you got your boy Morgan shooting all these beams of light from his stars. The orbs of Ichika and Yami's black moon is just directing them in many different directions. And he's like, you got Yami thinking, and you got Yami saying like, even if we can't swallow it whole, we can knock it off its course. While this is going on, while this great battle is going on, you got it where Not is standing up. He's witnessing his brother face off against his best friend, as well as his best friend's sister. And you got him saying, I'm sorry, I was trying to take the easy way out, telling myself I could die at any time. Tears don't mark the end of a sin. Damn, that's tears don't mark the end of a sin. Damn, that line is so cold. Then you see him use all four of his devils to do a union. It's crazy because I thought his devils was gone. Next thing you know, it's as if Yami knew he would join the battle all along. And he looks at him like, yo, you're late, partner. And of course, you're not saying like, sorry to keep you waiting, partner. And you got this amazing panel of Yami, Not, and Ichika charging towards Morgan in battle. And I'm not gonna lie, this union with the shields floating around him, Not looks so dope right here. It just really makes me think of a Gundam. And then you have Morgan saying the line, I knew it, brother, you're the one with the greatest talent for magic, meaning that he's even better with his magic than Morgan is with his. That's the statement I gather. And we kind of known that because all the flashbacks we've seen of him actually taking, learning the spells, the forbidden spells his family wanted him to learn in order to, form those contracts with devils. But next thing you know, you got it where they're facing off against one another, Morgan against all three of them. You just see these clashes, and yo, this junk just look epic as hell. This battlefield looks crazy. They're all over the place, man. They are fighting left and right. You got Dark X, Shadow Magic, Walpurgis, Night. Oh my gosh, this shit look epic as hell. And you just got all of them charging in. They're all fighting. Of course, Morgan's saying it's impressive, but yo, this isn't going to stop. Thinking to himself, so that everyone may smile in true peace. The glory of that day, that dream, I'll surpass them on my own. And then you got them all fighting and clashing with one another. And then you have it where your boy Not makes the line. He says the line, the brighter the light, the deeper the shadow it casts. And you see your boy Not coming out of the shadows, impaling his brother in the back. And he says, goodbye, Morgan. I will shoulder this pain forever. Damn, boy. Damn. Hey, yo, this chapter was goated, man. These chapters, yo. And man, hey, look, sleep on Not all you want, man. This dude went in. I'm curious to know why he didn't use some of these unions against Damnation. And I'm very curious if it's because like he can only do certain ones a certain amount of time, or he didn't have enough time to actually charge up and actually transform. I'm very curious why he chose not to use these, use these type of unions against your boy Damnation. It has to be a reason. If you think you got a good idea, you could let me know down below. But this chapter was insane. Like I said, it's hard to pick an MVP. If I had to pick an MVP, I guess it would be Yami. He fought the whole way through. But I like the fact that Ichika managed to join Yami, and she was holding her own in this battle as well without no enhancements from, that peel. And then you also have Not, who overcame his past and said he'll shoulder this burden all on his own, and he took down his brother, which was something extremely hard for him or anyone to do for that matter. The strongest paladin on the battlefield was taken out by not Yami and Ichika. So all in all, this was a very impressive chapter. I will be going live. Let's try to get this to 500 likes. I will be going live either tomorrow night or Saturday. I'll be going live soon to talk about it. So for my Nero Nation members, if you want to be a part of that live, make sure you send me a shout out message somewhere where I can set it up, or you could join that live stream. But if you like this video, thumb it up, please subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.